Anyone airless? Oh. Yeah, but I enjoy the way I play. I I can watch the way you play, where you at the end of like literally every month pause and check if anyone has gone friendly and check if this has changed every month. I'm happy checking it like every year. Hess, Saluzzo, Burgundy. We're working on Burgundy. Oh, you pretty much do it monthly. At the start of a campaign, like at the start of Trebizond, you were pretty much doing that monthly. Anyway, we can get the one with Aragon, so there's no point in not doing that. Done. I bet I'm better than Austria. Yes. In fact, is there anyone who's better than me? No, I'm already the world's best. Move up. No, fine, stay here. Move up, up. Done. You willing to give in yet? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Honk, 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 honk. Come on, last one. Thank you. Convert, 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 convert. What do we want to use our points for today? We're already at full manpower. We could start actually buying mercantilism with it. Done. That's the true sign of being rich in Pope points. When you start buying mercantilism with it. Is my air okay? Yeah, my air's good. I like my air. 3, 5, 6. I'm not going to roll that when it potentially leaves me... If I wasn't at war, I'm at war now, but otherwise it leaves me vulnerable. And it's not like I'm short on monarch points. That is an okay air. 3, 5, 6. Yeah. There's a 6 and a 5 in there, honestly. That's pretty much okay by itself. Yes, stay. Can you move up? No. Patience then. Crush. Border conflict. Sort it out yourselves. Did Burgundy ungo outraged? We can check. They're at 13, so it's probably not till... Yeah, they have. Marry you. We will win. Good. Do I give them 300 ducats? Hell no. Aragon haven't had a baby, and we don't care about the others. You sense a death there? Oh, you think that they've... Nah, they're old. How old is Austria? Not old. How old is the Pope? Pretty old. The Pope could certainly die. It's very plausible that the Pope would die. No. Tributaries don't. Neither does that work with, what else is it? It's one of guarantee and warning, but not the other. One of guarantee and warning, but not the other. I think it does work for warnings, but it doesn't for guarantee. We are blessed. We get more ducats. If Moscow would finish, Moscow is finished, and we can peace out. We can also get rid of some old claims, because why not? Only the ones on me, thank you. Yeah, that'll do. Done. Makes for a prettier border. Everyone can back off to Lund. And we can start spending down our new claims. Do we go after Moscow itself? Probably not. But we can do everything except Moscow. Core it, core it, core it, core it, core it. Ooh. Out of admin. For like 3 weeks. Well, 3 months. Did we deal with these rebels successfully? Yes, we did. So these might as well. Hello, Ghibli Jam. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the host. Remember, everyone, follows are free. Check out Ghibli Jam and give them a follow. Today we are redoing Norwegian Wood. Norwegian Wood was one of the achievements that I did first. Or the first very hard one. One of the first very hard ones that I did. But I did it off screen back before I was YouTubing or streaming. So I'm coming back to redo it on screen, basically. So far, we've absorbed Scandinavia. We used... Well, let's just use the time-lapse. Zhup. We absorbed part of Sweden, then we started chewing on Denmark and feeding back Ireland to our Irish vassal. We vassalized the Sweden using the age ability. We finished off Denmark. We fed back Novgorod after helping Muscovy conquer him down to 2 provinces. Then we turned around and concentrated on absorbing Mexico and Peru for all the gold, because I think the strongest change in the new patch in terms of these colonial things isn't the getting extra force limit from them or changing them to have higher chance of getting good trade goods in here. It's the gold thing here. Wait till the next delivery in a month and a bit and you'll see what I mean. You can stack it and make it truly absurd. Tariffs on fish. Mid next month we'll see what we mean. Here we go. Mexican treasure fleet. 600 ducats every year Mexico delivers me. And that's with only 1, 2, 3, 4 colonial nations. If you add in an East Coast, if you add in an Alaska, if you add in a California, if you add it in Brazil, La Plata, the other one that's here, Australia, and then you can also stack it with double copies of them. So say you're someone like Castile, and you get 2 copies of some of the colonial nations because you've annexed Portugal, and Portugal had their own version of some of them. So like there's a Castilian Brazil and almost a Portuguese one. Like if you end up with 2, you can get the bonus twice per area, which means you can get up to something like 300% of a standard gold delivery, which would have Mexico alone delivering you something like 1,000 ducats every year. It's disgustingly good. When I first read the ability, I assumed that they didn't stack. That like if you go in here and you got the one that's for the gold fleet, increase the gold tax, that it would give only that vassal 20% extra gold from that vassal. But as we just saw in the little window, they stack with each other. And even ones without gold can do it. So like Cuba, despite the fact that there's no gold in Cuba, can help enhance the gold fleets of everywhere else. So yeah, if you're playing as any of the colonials, go mad with that and you'll just have so much gold. And the other beautiful thing is it does seem to increase the gold you get, but not the inflation. It's not like I'm dying of inflation from all this gold. Like, this is only just because I pieced out with England and stole 1,000 ducats from him. This is not from gold fleets. Verdun need more love? No, they don't. Verdun need to get annexed is what they need to do. Actually, they do need more love. I lied. Fine, you can have more love. More love. And then you're annexable. Good. We've just won that PU war against England, and we're busy trying to raise their relationship up high enough that they won't break free if we were to die. Thankfully, look at that yearly total change at the bottom, 20. So in what, 4 years? 3 if you include my improved relations, we're safe. As long as we don't die in the next 3 years, life is good. We're also attempting at the moment to dynasty spread. Yeah, England is our minion. Yes, yes. England is our minion. We just fought that war. You can see the truce here. Truce with blah, 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 blah. Congo, Norwegian, blah, blah, blah. 10 years. We're also got a royal marriage with Aragon, who hasn't got a baby. So when he dies, he'll get our dynasty, and we can try and then PU Aragon. And we've also got a royal marriage with Burgundy, who has no baby. Once again, our dynasty is spreading because we're the biggest boy in Europe. We basically auto win the spread game. Oh, well, thank you. Very, very nice of you to say. We're also waiting for Poland. In a handful of years, they're going to probably stop being elective, and then we can try and do them. And we're keeping our eye out. Ah, here we go. So it's happened with Lithuania. We've saved up enough points with Lithuania that we can say, hey, rather than having no heir, how about you stick my cousin on your throne? Request relative as heir. Done. Sends his assassins to Burgundy. So now we've also got... We're going to have to keep our eye out for when Lithuania dies, because then we'll have dynasty there. We can go claim throne, PU, done. We don't need to re-raise with them. We're working on more claims against Muscovy because we're slowly nibbling them up bit by bit and trying to finish religious CB so that we can go back to eating up the rest of the old world. They've all reformed, so we can't just eat them. If they're unreformed, you only need to get a single claim to be able to eat all of them without paying dip. But because they've reformed their nations into various levels of duchy or steep horde, would need lots of claims, and that's a waste of our diplomat time. So instead we're unlocking Holy War to get the rest of them. You can use message settings to see when a ruler takes... Yeah. I've got it set to when they die, I get a message from interesting nations, yes. There doesn't seem to be one for when their heir dies, though, which sometimes you want to know. So, like, we were in this situation where Lithuania, this is the same king, but they've had their heir die. They did have an heir before. Their heir died, which means I could come and click the button to push my heir on their throne, but there's no message settings for when an interesting nation's heir dies. So yes, I do need to check them. At least I need to check Austria and Lithuania. There's no sense doing Poland because Poland have their elective monarchies thing. Verdun needs a bit more love, so we'll give them a gift. And then they'll say yes to getting inside our nation. I don't need to further improve with you. We'll let the 1 more month go. Yeah, natural cause deaths don't get it. So if they die in battle or whatever else, you're just left looking like an idiot because you didn't check. Ooh, coalition is forming. I'm not worried. We're only allowed about 60 units here last I checked. Yeah, 50. So half of you go away, 1 of you go away. Half of you can go back. 40, 50, minus like 3. There. That's as many as will fit on that province. Train. Würzburg. We are not that worried. You train. You would train if you could, but you can't. Where is the transport fleet? Happily here. Okay. Who's forming up? France will be one of the people that forms up. Burgundy won't now that we've improved with them. Who's forming up? You. Switzerland. Yeah, you're pretty sizable. Castile would if they could, but we've got a truce. Portugal very much would if they could. Yeah, it's probably worth getting Portugal out. It's not that Portugal himself is strong, it's just that he has lots of minions, and so he sort of thinks that he's far stronger than he actually is. Verdun is done. Annex Verdun. Yeah, well, most of this is from the truce breaking on England, but otherwise I risked losing the CB. And... Another half... the second of our half-yearly 500 ducat infusions. Is the West African coast colonized? Only a little bit. And we're bordering Congo. Actually, we should go do that. We've been waiting for the excuse to go reconquest Congo's land from Cuba. So we'll do that. Yoink. 2 deliveries will get that across to here. Go for it. Not all the other fleets. God. No. Nor that fleet. Let's try this again. The auto-transport thing is sometimes a little silly. It will... Like, I want to use just the one fleet. What I would love is if you did this, say I want to move units from here to here, if it would bring up a list saying, how many of the fleets do you want to use in... So I can just pick the one. Otherwise you have to go around and manually toggle all the can or cannot use auto-transport on every fleet that you don't want to be used, so that it only tries to use the one that you do want. So not you, yes, you. Grab. Come on over. Okay. You can train while the transporting is happening. And the next age ability. Honestly, from here, they're all pretty useless for me. I don't need to resist the Reformation. I don't need better mercs. I suppose resist the Reformation might be useful at some stage. Conversion wave done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buy another bit of mercantilism with our pope points. Yeah, and even then... Like, I can't transfer... I don't think you can transfer trade from PUs, can you? I forget. Yeah, there's no transfer trade from PUs, so... I'd need to wait to integrate England before I really care. So we're pushing Portugal out. Making sure England are happy. Ooh! We've discovered a bug. Look at the last of those modifiers there. Requested underscore relative underscore on underscore throne. Print screen. Done. We'll submit a bug report at the end of this stream. Who's dead? You're dead. I would like Conversion Man, but we have no Conversion Man. So I guess we'll take Tax Man. Tax is still slightly better than production. Although it might not be that way after the next... Oops. After the next... That one. After the next wave of these. Done. Explorer, you're finally repaired. Go explore things with the word C in them first. Culture conversion done. Free colonist, you say? We were doing over here with the intention of trying to get across to the Spicy Meme Islands. We must be the dominant supplier of spicy memes in the world. Come across to there. No auto-transport. Where else? That one would be nice. Actually, we'll do there. Done. New solution. We can build 2 more people later if we need them. 1, 2. Hop off. And that will also in the future give us Holy War against Kilwa, so we can go steal his gold as well. As if the 1,000 ducats of gold delivered a year from Mexico and Peru weren't enough. We can go get some more. Diego Garcia, you can get a claim on India from there. Portugal ate most of these little islands. What have we got left? Portugal have eaten Diego Garcia, yeah. And they ate the dodos. I like getting the dodos. The only one they left us was Comoros. So yes, we've jumped from Comoros to Christmas. This one's Christmas, isn't it? Yeah, Christmas. And then we're going to jump across to Spicy Mim Islands. We could probably honestly do with a second explorer. So let's find our trade fleet and split off another 3 and make another explorer. Especially now these days that admirals and explorers now have their own pool for leaders. So before you'd used to feel really sucky if you had more than one, because you probably want to be using most of your leader slots on generals. But these days, because they've got their own pool, you don't mind so much. Exploring can only be initiated from the coast because of weird reasons. So hop into there. You go back to doing this. Make sure you're always repaired. Now you can issue your explore order. Go explore the South China Sea. The South China Sea, unless that's what that person's doing. They are. So you can do the South China Sea coast. Near Max Mill? Ugh. What a horrible problem to have. Are there any new centres of trade that we took from Muscovy? No. And I'm going to get distracted from dealing with the mill by looking at our autonomy. No, that still needs some more autonomy reduction. Mill cap, you say? Verdun, do you have one? No. England? I could raise some of these up to 15 so that they're ready to upgrade. We could go upgrade these ones once we have some more cash. What about that one? That one can be done. There. Problem solved. Oh no, not BB. Yeah, we probably should push you out. Become a happy little Vegemite of Brandenburg. Done. Call back. Set that to auto instead. Although, could we do the Pope, or are the Pope happy? Pope is not maximally happy. Keeping the Pope maximally happy increases how many Pope points he gives you. Modified by plus 50% due to papal opinion. Go grab that other half of a stack. Bring them over and we can do the Congo reconquest. Why aren't you? Yep, they are going. Good, good, good. Litau. They haven't died. Oh, yes. Yes. The Ottomans got the event for absorbing Crimea as a vassal for free, which is a hugely unreasonably good event. Like, you know, I wish I could get events for just like 120 development as other nations, but whatever. And then they did beat up Poland, Lithuania for some of this. Poland have lost their cause. Oh no, Poland have 2 of them. Lithuania have lost theirs, though. That said, once we take a little bit more from Muscovy, I'll also border the Ottomans. So maybe we can get some of it back for them. Base tax. Usually base tax is the right option in these. Let's double check. Huh? Oh, it's in a colony, you say? Sure, base tax. Build a unit to guard that colony. Probably forget about actually sending it over, though. And speed up. We could go insult the Ottomans. You suck. 7654321. You suck. Gets us back to 50. Am I embargoing them? I am embargoing them. The only other thing I could do is send pirates. We could rival France. I don't think that's sensible. Well, you somehow got unfollowed? Weird shit happens. I don't hold it against you. Do we do France? Probably yes. I want my power projection to stay high. I'll just trust that I'm eventually going to become too good for him. Meanwhile, what about the others? Oh, Aragon have had their baby. So it's probably worth me unmarrying them. Oops. Good. Who else? Let's fight France. We could go for England stuff. Eventually. I think they're permanent though, aren't they? Yeah, they're permanent, so there's no rush. No rush on that. Yeah, I'm doing alright. It wasn't as cold a day as it has been much of this week today, so I'm a bit happier. You can go there. Pick these up. Bring them across to Congo. How are you doing? Conversion, conversion, conversion. And watch it. Every single one of those conversions. More prestige, more poke points, more prestige, more poke points. And it keeps our prestige deliciously high. Conversion, 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 conversion. Mosquito has joined. Who else can we push out? We're pushing out BB. I should probably push out Holland. Oh, you dared to attack... You dared to attack Muscovy, and we don't like it. Come across to here. We'll wait until we've disassembled the coalition a little bit more before attacking someone, because otherwise they might take that as their trigger to attack. I do still want more claims on Muscovy, though. Where's Dahl? Sure, I'll happily fight some rebels in Dahl. Crush them. Actually, no. We're big enough now that the autonomy in any single province doesn't really mean anything. Whereas the bonus from having super happy clergy is minus 10% manpower modifier, minus 10% army maintenance. So that saves us 4 ducats, keeping them ultra happy. Whereas there's no way that that one province makes 4 ducats. So that's much more valuable than fighting the peasants. When you're tiny, if you're only like a 3-province minor, it can be worth it to do the other one, where you fight the rebels to keep the autonomy out of one little province. But once you're big, typically it's better off to take that autonomy option and have ultra happy estates. Speaking of, we can steal all the land and they still stay happy. What am I meant to do here? 2 more. Done. They give me some prestige. We can ask for the next mission. Build a manufactory in Sjaland. Do we know how to build your manufactory? A fish manufactory? We do. So we could do that, and they'll give us a base tax. Or convert rigger to Norwegian. Okay. Which gives us culture conversion costs for 20 years, or one of the unreasonable trade power ones. I think we go with a base tax. The free base tax is the better reward there. So we build your manufactory, we turn off the fort because we don't need it when we're not at war. Same with this one. We're a very fort-light nation. We have precisely 2 forts. We've got this one that prevents anyone walking in this way from the south. And we've got This one, which prevents people walking across the crossing and also can be used to trap them if our boats are better than the enemy's boats. Okay, we're pushing 1, 2, 3 people out. Halfway to you, BB. Get the last one of those going. Oops. We can move that unit that we were building to protect the colony over. I really don't think Protestant is better. I honestly think if you're, at least if you're going a colonist, that staying Catholic is far stronger. Infinite Pope points and infinite prestige. Not as much as it used to be. Not as much as it used to be, but the AI used to waste so much money fighting each other over a Defender of the Faith. Like, yeah, stupid amounts of money they would waste. Couple more months and then Brandenburg's happy. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm going to search for an a relations over time man, a diplomat, to enhance the speed of our making England happy. Austria, pause. Austria have died. Can we push our... No, they've come to power with a baby. Oh no, it's a regency. So in 2 years maybe we can push our dynasty there. Yeah. No, I don't need to, Atwix. Burgundy has a merchant here, so I automatically get Burgundy extra love from this. England and Burgundy both have merchants here, so I get both of them without needing one in the channel. I don't need it. Of course England's going to have a merchant here pushing this that way instead of this way. There's no way in any game that England doesn't have a merchant there pushing down. England could have one merchant, and that would be the only place that they put their merchant. You want a marriage. Who's died? Oh yes, we're searching, and we found one straight away. Good luck. So often you have to throw away dozens of people to get the one you want. So you're doing... the coast, good. You can do the Southwest Pacific Sea then. Now, can we reach the Spicy Meme Islands? They're slightly too far away still. But once we've gotten this one done, we'll be able to reach the Spicy Meme Islands. BB should be happy now, because they're above 50. Wait for the end of the month and they'll turn officially happy. And then we'll get them out of the coalition a very sneaky way. So he goes happy. Come on. Hey, Aquaviva. So he goes happy, and we can get him out of the coalition by allying him, because they're not allowed to be in the coalition if they're allied to you. He leaves the coalition, and then we de-ally him. And then we have a truce for 5 years, so he can't rejoin the coalition for 5 years. These ones can go back to training. De-ally him. And by the time he could rejoin, his aggressive expansion will be low enough that it's not a problem. Like, by the time this truce is up from de-allying him, he won't be allowed to rejoin because his aggressive expansion will be too low. Conversion wave finished. Do the next conversion wave. Yoink. Go explore. We're doing the Eastern Indian Ocean coast. Who else can we push out? We're doing Portugal. We're doing Holland. Switzerland. You're pretty chunky. You're worth pushing out. Yeah, England are now improving at 30 a year. Near enough. Poland want my help against... Oof, against the Ottomans. Well, I guess we're helping you then. Come on over to here. You come over to Kazan. Yeah, you can come over and try and get Astrakhan's... Oh, it's their capital as well. Meh, they just start at the top. Now, part of the problem with this sort of thing is that Poland will see all of my subjects' strength as contributing to the war. So they think that there's a lot of strength here that's actually not going to be part of this war. That said, the Ottomans apparently only have 20 troops. What? What? I mean, he can almost have 10 times more troops than he does there. Well, 5 once you include that he has lots of cannons. But he's, yeah. Oh, not really. He's out of manpower. He'll only be able to go up to half of that. We'll see. We'll see how many mercs he uses. So let's try and keep track of that by looking at this and saying at the start of the war he had 56. Is he going to go merc crazy? Our forts turn on. How's the autonomy going? We're low enough now that I'm going to do this now. Otherwise I'll forget to turn them off. So let's deactivate these ones. These ones are from when we integrated Novgorod. Shoop. 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 And let's also go look at if Burgundy have had a baby. Because I suspect they've probably had a baby. Good. No, still no baby. Excellent. Who else could we win? Naples. Naples has broken free of Aragon. And Cleves. Naples is probably worth winning. And they will let me win, so I guess we call back from you. Yes, we call back from you. Naples, be our friend. Especially as we have a free relationship slot. It's nothing to do with the fact that we might get a free PU on you. Do-do-do-do. And then he says, marry me, and we say, okay. And what happens? We only get dynasty spread. Oh well. Now it was May of next year. So this time next year we need to come and check on if Austria come to power with a pre-built-in baby. There's nothing more we can do for you, Portugal. I could manage to push Holland out. 30 more plus an influence or a gift will do it. And I'd rather do influence than gift. That plus the last of the improving will get you out. Colony finishes. We're still doing that one. We're still doing EU. Go. And then what? Is there anyone else worth pushing out? Not Würzburg. Brittany? Yeah, we'll try and get Brittany out. Speed up one. Exploration, go. Explore in alphabetical order. A whole bunch of manufactories just finished, so let's watch our production and trade go up. 30 and 45. 32 and 46. Yep. He's gone up by, what, 50k of infantry, but not really very many cannons yet. And he has spent down, so it looks like he's bought 2 merc stacks. Let's go across to here. Mercenaries 29. They mustn't have been a very big stack then. Fight him. Crush the Ottoman. Exploration done. We're going to hit the mill cap again. Go explore wherever. Mill cap. How close are we to the next mill tech? Ages away. So we go back to looking at these, and the ones that aren't near 15, we make sure to push up to 15. Oh, and I forgot to bloody well raise those while I was at peace. Boo hiss. Okay, in absence of that, and if we have full generals, and we've got full enough generals, we go do some dev. Sort by cost, do the cheapest ones. There, that gets rid of the problem for a while. Go help get Crimea. We get another one of our half-yearly 500 ducat gold deliveries. Maybe build some more manufactories. We're starting to get into the range of, like, I don't really like doing much below about 0.3 for the manufactories. Oh, okay, turn around and deal with that first. Helping with the war can wait. Dealing with my rebels is top priority. You go help there. Lithuania is maxed. We've also almost finished integrating Verdun, which is going to give us another relationship slot. I guess we just go do our friends. And possibly the Pope. Nope, the Pope's still happy. How are you, Holland? Happy enough that you'd ally. So we'll ally him and unally him, and then that removes him from the coalition. Oh, I hate them because they're pirating me. So I'm not allowed to be friends with them. Boo hiss. Yeah, but that's when it slides a little bit too close to being CK Aquaviva. Like, I'm happy that we don't have the whole family tree rubbish happening and individual people to keep happy and prevent them from murdering each other and all of that malarkey. Yoink. Explore East China Sea again. What do we do next? We could up with Congo, because once we have fed back his crap, we're going to want to integrate him. Imperator is pretty much exactly the middle ground between CK and EU. Yeah, I agree. And that's part of the reason why I don't think I liked Imperator when it first came out, because I thought it would be closer to EU than it was CK. And then CK3 came out in the meantime, and my tolerance for putting up with bullshit characters probably went up then. And when I revisited Imperator recently, I actually liked Imperator a lot more than at release. Copper found at Ronos. So this is the other follow-up event. Way long ago, we got we had to pay a bunch of ducats to try and... Basically, in provinces that have fish, we can possibly replace them with metal. Yeah, so this is going to replace fish that's worth 2 with metal that's worth like 3. So we say yes. Okay, the other kind of metal that's worth 4. So we've doubled the value of this. And we can build a manufactory here that's now worth 1 whole ducat. So in 50 months, in like 8 years, that pays for that event. Paying the admin, because it cost us admin to convert it, but now that it produces more money, or now that it's going to produce more money, it will pay for itself in about 8 years. Verdun is ours. We need to full state it. Done. And he came with some built-in boats. They can go there. This one can join the others, doing this. Yep, that's doing what it's supposed to. Head on over to there, I guess. And now that we've got our Holland alliance... Oh, I'm not allowed to. Yes, yes, yes. You're happy enough to ally and then leave. Done. So I don't need to bribe you any further. Who else can we get out? Trier? No, I don't think there's anyone else that's worth getting out. I would get Holland if I could, but they're pirating us, so we hate them. At least it's not as bad as when the pirates were first introduced. When they were first introduced, pirated us only decayed away at 1 a year. So if you pirated someone up to 100, like they have with me, it would take 100 years to go away. It was ridiculous. The integration might have pushed Burgundy outraged. Pfft. Burgundy's a happy chap. I suppose I could re-raise with him a little bit. Unally Switzerland. Good. They're out of the coalition. Our half-yearly treasure fleet delivery. I'd really like to get Astrakhan out, so that is what you'll focus on. And you can focus on Crimea. Actually, there's so many Ottomans here that they can all focus on Astrakhan. Might flip to succession war if the Pope dies. 72! He's 72 years old and rising. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spend down 1 mercantilism. Oh! And Austria have come to power without a built-in heir, so we are going to go, say, request relative as heir. And ta-da! We now have our dynasty spread on Austria. So we've got Austria, and we have Lithuania. Lithuania, Austria. Assuming they don't get killed in the meantime. Anyone else? Naples and Burgundy. Pretty good. Yep. Yep. He's going to have to live a long time. Or the assassins are going to have to do their work. But hey, what else am I doing? I was already floating at 100 trust and 100 favors. Might as well. How strong do I feel relative to the coalition? And when is our truce with Muscovy? Truce with Muscovy is in about 6 years. Are they going to be eligible to rejoin? Very much so. Totally not unbalanced. Yeah, they need to like halve the favor rate. And get rid of the cooldowns on the abilities, or at least make it so that the cooldowns are only per nation. else is really worth doing. No one else is really worth doing, I don't think. Did the AI ever ask you for anything for trust? I think I've seen it ask me for something once. And it's certainly done, it's converted favors into trust. And you mean favors, Aquaviva, but yes. I'm pretty sure I've seen it increase stuff with me. Oh, Castile has joined. I don't know that I like that. Ah, you've joined because you rival me. And there's no fixing that. Okay, you can have access. What do I care? Go explore the Northwest Pacific. Ugh. You know, I wouldn't be having the Aztecs join this coalition if stupid Mexico here would actually fabricate a claim like he's been told to do. Look, we hate Mexico. I want the province. Ugh. This is when you need to have either have completed exploration so that you can fabricate wherever you want, or espionage so that you can cause your subjects to fabricate. The player doesn't have trust. I think you mean the human player. Where is it? If you hover over them, should never be trusted. I forget where it is, but you can hover over your own and it says, the human player should never be trusted. Yeah, the AI should never trust humans. Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying, Atwix, yes. Well, what do we do with these diplomats? We probably start recovering our expended favors with Austria. Yeah, it might be in multiplayer. And we'll re-up with England. Because I am so worried about him not being happy by the time we die. It's only going to take dying within 3 years for it to be a problem. Congo is remaxed. Good, we help you out. The clergy become more advanced. The manufactory is getting built, so that's fine. I'm going to do something very generous and influence our England. France and the Ottomans are the only two valid rivals. And they are both currently my rivals. Yep, and then if I also do a gift, England is safe. And I think that's worth doing. Normally I would say that's a huge amount of money, but I just really don't want to lose that PU. I don't want to risk it. It's a risk it biscuit situation and we don't need to risk it. Ask fleet basing. I'm already over 60. I don't need more. Oh, you found my merc stack. Thank you. These can run away. Now these mercs I'm not actually keeping with the intention of using as a real combat army. If they can do the little siege like that occasionally, I'm happy. But mostly I'm just keeping them around because having at least some mercs gives you a chance at getting the events for increase maintenance cost on mercs but gain professionalism. And if you've only got one tiny stack of mercs, that's a hugely good deal. But Atwix is reminding me of something by saying privateer, that I should at least have 4 privateers going somewhere in the world so that we get a chance at the Reckless Privateer event, which says trade away some privateer efficiency in exchange for... You know what? You can go privateer there. Yes. Trade away some privateer efficiency and get increased aggressive expansion burn off. Get increased improved relations. Alternatively, if you have no aggressive expansion, but you're doing lots of pirating, you could earn more with your pirating. Protect trade here. You explore wherever. So these ones were coming across to Christmas. And then from Christmas... Oh, our other explorer died. But there's so little exploring to do now that I don't mind that. You can join the ones that were privateering here. Ooh. What? What are these? Oh, these must be inherited units from Verdun. I don't really want them. Can they go somewhere else, please? No. So they're going to get crushed. We'll just ignore those. Hey, play Seaman. Go play your Seaman campaign. Keep getting Shrek'd until you hit retry 27, so I can feel less crap about needing 27 of my Theodoros. When you got it on what? Try 1? Try 2? Doop, doop. Help soothe my tattered ego. My bruised and battered ego. We should be doing something with these diplomats. Oh yes, I was going to send England a gift. Thank you. Thank you, Zerektul. I'm very worried about them getting free. Send gift. It's going to be a lot of ducats. God, is it a lot of ducats. But ask yourself this. Would you spend 1,000 ducats when you basically get 1,000 ducats worth of gold deliveries every year for free in exchange for keeping this PU? And because we think about it in those terms, the answer is clearly yes. And then at the end of this year, we're safe. Counter-espionage rivals? Honestly, them doing... I actually like it when they... Don't you dare. Don't you dare jinx it, Aquaviva. I actually like it if they do so discontent, because it gives you minus ticking legitimacy, which means every single month you can go click this button to get extra the administrative efficiency thing that you do court and country for. Absolutism. It lets you convert mill points into absolutism without needing to go marry, demarry, marry, demarry, marry, demarry. So you're happy, you're happy. You probably need more favors. Who else? Who else? Ooh, Ferrara, you say, and Venice. Yeah, I'll... Wait, Venice don't own... Oh, no, they do own Venice, but they don't own Treviso and Friuli. I will try and push Venice out. Venice are worth pushing out. So is Aragon. Why do you all hate me? Get over it. Oh, they don't like it because of, I keep asking other people to put my heirs on their throne. Fair enough. You can, but it's generally not worth it. And trust doesn't equal opinion. Trust only equals this loyalty stuff. Yeah, it still lowers Liberty Desire. That's the only thing that it does usefully. So I tend to use it on vassals. If I'm getting too many vassals, then yeah, it might be worth locking a diplomat to keep the vassals happy. On currying with them to convert into extra negative Liberty Desire. Not that one, not that one, and not that one. So we're doing Venice, and we're doing Aragon. Austria did help you, because you vassalized and made a march of the Ottomans, and they were super disloyal Because of historic... Yeah, historic rivals is... That also happens if you as Austria manage to somehow get a PU on France. It's like minus 50 loyalty because historically you hate each other and they're never going to be loyal. Just never. Never, ever, 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 ever. Astrakhan hop out. So we can instead head towards Constantinople. But favor-related trust really helped. Okay, so you said we may be rivaled, but we may be historical rivals, but you really trust me. I've got to make sure to hand over all these to Poland, otherwise he might be not piecing out because he's grumpy about me not handing these over. I can't do that one because it's already under siege. It's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Yes. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. Some people just liked it better that way. So, take me back. That's not a great fight. Are you really trying to get there in time? Yes, he was. How many more mercs have the Ottomans bought? No more mercs yet. And if anything, their manpower's going up. That's a bit worrying. Oh, don't make... I'm not joining your fight with a negative terrain penalty. No. No. I'm not doing it. What I might do is... what the heck? What the heck? Why are these damaged? Why are these sitting here? What? Come back home. Come back to England. There. I think these were the ones that I sent to pirate over here. And they kind of got stuck, I suspect. Oh, have you started yours? Hey, I don't see you as online. If I saw you as online, I'd happily go raid you, Atwix. I'm not shy about the wanting to see you suffer and wanting to apply a cool, soothing balm to my hurt ego. We can get you out of the coalition. In fact, we'll do that right this very month. Yeah. I've got bloody M2 flash hard drive thing, like the fastest of fast hard disk stuff, and it still doesn't load instantly for me. So, yeah. Anyway, we've pushed you out. Next we should push Genoa. And unally Venice, now that he can't be part of the coalition. Oh, we finished the siege. We don't need to pay ducats for unrest reduction. I think we head on down to Constantinople, don't you? I do. Unally him. Done. He's not allowed to be part of the coalition. We get the second of our half-yearly ducat deliveries, and it's time to go deal with our dip approaching the cap. It's still way too far ahead of time to do that. I can do that one, though. So what do we do? Are there any culture conversions we would like to do? You can become Finnish, and so can you. So that we accept your culture. Look at that. Near perfect cultural acceptance. If this one becomes Danish, And if this one becomes Danish, then there's only one more. And we have actual perfect cultural acceptance in Europe. Not outside of Europe. We've got a couple of little bits here and there that are wrong, but we'll ignore those. Convert everything. It is beautiful. And it also explains why we're concentrating on Muscovy, because it's correct culture stuff. Yes, we're good. We're pushing Genoa out. Ooh. Ooh, there's more Ottomans here than I thought there would be. Although our friends might be coming to help. Come on, Poland. Back us up. Yep. 7 more days. You can do it. 3. Yes! Yes! Suck eggs, Ottoman. You lose. Oh my god, Vinland is even over here. Vinland is over here. Yep. Vinland is over here. Nearly done. Half-ish done. Nearly done. Actually, if this is nearly done, we should start thinking about fabricating on the Spicy Meme Islands. We don't need to fabricate on them, they'll vassalize. Okay. I'm much... You know, if I can, I'll use the carrot rather than the stick. Was that warning that the coalition is going to declare? Iroquois printing press. Kazan ask favor for trust. Army reformer. Theologian. Master of mint. Ashikaga. Aztec is preparing to attack us. Yup. Aztec is apparently preparing to attack us. Oh, I'm sure that's going to go well for you. He says, but France and Castile are in the coalition. I suppose, and Aragon now. So, let's push Aragon out. I cannot afford to at this moment. Okay. There, Aragon is happy. Oh, and Bohemia has joined. Since when? Might be an idea to get that Venetian alliance back. Can I show the declare war screen for numbers? I suppose we can. What do they got? Yeah, they're a bit bigger. But not once my friends actually honor. I suppose I could double check that they're going to honor. So, like, who else are Poland allied to? Lithuania. If we were pretending that we were going to declare against Lithuania... No? Okay, I need someone else. Who else are you allied to? Thuringia. If I pretended that I was going to attack Thuringia, would you dishonor? Nah, Poland are going to dishonor at the moment. Oh. No, they're not going to dishonor. That's just that they literally can't join. I don't think they will, but even if they do, because it was going to be the Aztecs, it's not really a problem. Like, we crush them, and then they accept peace because they're full occupied. And especially if we can pull Aragon out at the end of this month, which we think we can. So he should go friendly at the end of this month. Then we can pull him out of the coalition. Good luck. I hope you don't need 27 attempts. So we pull... There's Aragon out of the coalition. Done. Ay, ay, ay. Group. And now without Aragon, who's next to push out? Bohemia. Oh! Okay. Yes, Atwix. This is... So you complaining about Burgundy, I was like, no, I'm sure Burgundy is fine. And they are okay, albeit only just, but it tipped Bohemia into unhappiness. Yeah, we'll work on you. And I'll keep Aragon around until this starts to dissolve. In good news, England are finally happy. So we're safe for England. For 27 attempts, you'd have said screw it after just a couple. What else am I going to do with my time? I must win. I mean, I knew it must be possible. It's just a case of getting all the stars to align. Do you get a non-militarist Ottoman early that you can expand enough to get big enough to get the good friends before he goes hostile? Or alternatively, do you chicken out and flip Sunni and cower in the Ottomans' shadow for the game? It is a very big shadow. It makes for comfortable cowering, but no. No cowering from the Ottomans in our playthrough. Selling out other people for the Ottomans. We sold out Moldavia. We sold out Austria. But we didn't cower. Royal marriage. Do I royal marry you? I don't think I do. No. We're gonna de-ally him once the coalition goes away. Who else can we push out? Genoa? Genoa's going to be happy in like 2 months. Oh, well, there's the Aztecs. Bring it, I say. Mexico? Go get the Aztecs. Now, who has honoured is the new question. Poland? Yep, everyone's honoured, so that's fine. We're not really that worried about this. Part of the reason they'll have done this is because they see us being at war with the Ottomans, so they see this troop strength as contributing to their war, even when it doesn't really. Wow, wow, why you flip Sunni as Theodoro? Hey? I'm not saying that cowering in the Ottomans' shadow is a bad strategy. Just that it wasn't the strategy for me. Now, I could probably afford to put our boats out so that they can't cross. We could also do what? Sure. Sure. Oh. What are we going to do? We're going to drag you up to there. See? Already Mexico are taking care of Aztec. Now, if it was France that were declaring this war, I'd be a lot more worried, because it's going to take a lot more effort to get France to go unhappy with the war. But Mexico? It's not going to take any time to get Mexico to go unhappy with this war. An unwelcome passenger. So we might as well pre-raise with our spicy meme friends, who we're not going to attack, but we're going to vassalize peacefully. Don't need more favors there anymore. Oh, Constantinople has fallen. We repeat, Constantinople has fallen. Choop. Go get Sultanak. And do a little bit of carpet sieging. Yes. I really liked, I mean, that's a bit too much, but, it is silly the way that, you'll get a nation in a coalition war like this, and it will sit on low for years and years and years, and you can't ask it to peace out, and until it hits like 10 years, they won't ask to peace out separately. They really should ask once they hit low. Oh. Oh, look, you beat my one stack. I'm so impressed, Aztecs. These could go get that. It is going to be a bit annoying that Portugal was part of that, but oh well. I'm going to make one unit here to be ally insurance in case they ever feel like giving up the siege. Would not want that. Yeah, but this isn't World War II. This is a very different time from World War II. And once you're sort of full occupied, like, they didn't peace out, but they weren't exactly at war anymore, were they? There's a reason they had a resistance rather than an army at that stage. I should hand all these over to Poland. Otherwise, he might be not peacing out because he sees us as holding land that he wants for himself. You could probably take that now and just peace out. The other thing we could do is just release Catalonia and or Valencia as part of this. So like, say, if we can't get Aztec to go unhappy with the war quickly enough, just once this stuff gets occupied, say, poof, release Valencia, and we'll be done. Yeah, we've got the English PU. We got that to happen. We're set up to do the same thing to Austria. We've got our heir on their throne, or our dynasty as their heir, and the same thing for Lithuania. We have our dynasty as their heir and currently their king. So we're ready to steal them away as well. These need to go repair. They siege down this, but they're never going to be able to cross. And we need to do something with our spare diplomat. At the moment, I'm inclined to say generate even more claims on Muscovy. Yes, we do. Well, maybe not quite, because we had to break him up with England when we went for the English PU. Yep, but we're back there now. We are back there now. What else? We've actually lost a little bit of manpower, so we'll go ask the Pope for some manpower. So, how do the numbers look? The numbers are in my favour. In terms of infantry, not in terms of cav, and not in terms of cannons. Oh, Austria have subdivided Silly. Poor Silly. He used to be a beautiful big blob here. And now he's got a Croatia sticking out of him. What's my favourite? My favourite, or that I think's best? My favourite is Pluto. I think Pluto is good. Quite good. Not the best, but I think it's really good. And it is my favourite, because you don't get to take it very often. So when you can take it, basically when I can take it, I do. In almost every case. And that reminds me that we should be updating our idea groups. So we are innovative, expansion, diplo, religious. Ideas, innovative, diplo, expansion, religious. Done. Go explore wherever you're allowed. We get our ally insurance on Mexico. So what putting one single unit does here is if Mexico sees some other fight nearby and they say, I must abandon this fort, we don't lose all the siege progress. We don't get any more progress, but we don't lose what progress we have. And all it costs me is floating one little unit there. Yes, they siege this down, but they can't get across the crossing. They're impotent. Now this is what I was looking at. So say, because all of this is occupied, we could peace out potentially and just say release Valencia. We'll need a diplomat. So you. And Aragon can pay the price for my truce breaking. Well, the Ottomans will give back almost all of the Polish land that they took. And the land that they took from... Well, a little bit of what they took from Lithuania, but not Bogdan. Importantly, though, we got this fort, because this fort constricts you moving down here next time. Which means now that all of these can concentrate on this war. It's a pity we didn't manage to get Genoa out. Come on over to Würzburg. Now, can we sell out... Oh! Can we sell out our dear friend Aragon? I offer you release Valencia. Done. Oh, look. Where did the coalition war go? And it didn't cost me anything. I now have a 20... Well, near enough 20-year truce with all the people that matters. It does hurt my trust with, Aragon, potentially. But, Because I technically didn't give land, I released nation. It doesn't even do that. And could we vassalize you? No. Not even if we touched. Well, actually, if we touched and I trust boosted and stuff. But we'll call that a nice end to the episode, and we'll go raid Atwix. Choop. Raid Atwix. One final watch of the time-lapse. So we are Norway. We nibble a little bit Dallas Kogan in this. We eat this. We reconquest Ireland. We help Muscovy reduce Novgorod to 2 provinces, and then we feed Novgorod back whilst finishing off Denmark. We finish integrating Sweden. Then we go nuts over here in Mexico. Once that's done, we go nuts in Peru. We nibble a little bit more of Muscovy. And then we get the PU over England, although you can't see that on the map. Anyway, I hope that you've all enjoyed watching and that you'll join us for more for what's for me tomorrow, but for you might just be the evening because I'm in upside down land here in Australia. The land of literally tomorrow. Peace.
Until the truce is gone.
Initiating
Whoop-de-doo.
surprise in 3, 2,